Okay, welcome everyone. This is Jeff here with FX Mindshift, and today we're going to be talking about fake outs in the market maker cycle. Okay, so today there was a very interesting trade that happened on GU. So let's take a look at the chart and just take a look at this right here. This is GU on the M15. And just based on that right there, what you see there, what do you think it will do? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mark this up together, right? And you can see this is our Asian session box. Okay, we have our breakout fake move, creating the first leg to the low of the day right here. Okay, close above the 13, close back down below to make our second legs, comes right back to the low, does not take it out. Okay, makes our railroad tracks. Okay, and then closes above the 13 EMA here, and it looks like a beautiful type 1 pattern, right? So if we were taking this trade, our entry would be right here at the close of the 13 EMA. TDI confirmation as well, right here. We got to close cross above the signal line, above the market baseline, right? Everything looks good for type 1 long conditions. Okay, so let's see what happened. Oh no, right? No, this isn't what it's supposed to look like. Okay. What happened? Okay, we had a type 1, we had a beautiful type 1 pattern. It was, everything was correct. We had all the conditions met. Okay, everything was looking forward to this to go long. Okay, but it didn't actually. It took a nosedive and cascaded down all the way down, right? And was a sell instead of a long. So when you're looking at these setups and you're taking these setups on the M15s, okay, sometimes I get this question, is like, how can I avoid these fake outs? Because sometimes I see M's or W's and then they turn out to be the opposite, right? So how is it that I can tell the real M's and W's from the fake ones? Okay, and the answer is simple, really, is that you need to learn to recognize where you are in the market maker cycle and determine your bias before you drop down to the lower time frame to take your entry. Okay, so this was covered in the introduction video when I talked about the market maker cycle and how to recognize it. And basically what you want to do is you want to go and check the H1 chart, okay, to see if you can see a super clear market maker cycle in which you can draw a bias. Okay, because if you can see a clear cycle, then you can predict with a lot more accuracy, okay, which direction the market maker is going to go on these moves. Okay, only then do you drop down to the lower time frame to look for a setup and an entry. Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll look at the chart again. All right, this time we're going to do a side-by-side comparison, and I encourage you guys to do this when you're looking at your charts and you're looking for trade setups. Is put your H1 chart next to your M15 chart, okay, so that you can see the overall picture, right? Taking a look at the M1 or the H1 chart, okay, what do we see here? All right, I could not have drawn this any better, right? And these are what you see on the charts, right? It's like I drew this cycle right there onto GU, but you get a perfect W, right? 3 levels of rise, okay, 1, 2, 3, an M on the top, and then a reversal. Okay, is this not a super clear market maker cycle? At this point here, what I did was I took a white line and I drew, if we're looking at the buy at this point, if you're just looking at the M15, you're going to see this W and you're going to think it's going to be a buy, right? But if you look at the whole picture, if you look at where you are in the cycle, okay, the cycle has been completed here. We have one full cycle, and now we're going into the other direction, right? Now we're at the M. This is your peak formation. You're in a level 1 drop. You're looking to take sells at this point, right? If you're on this chart here, you're thinking buy. But if you look at the H1 chart, should you be taking a buy at this point here? You're on the first level reversal here. You're looking for 2 more levels of drop after this. The better trade would be to take a sell, right? So what started as a type 1 long pattern, okay, does it look familiar, right? So this is like it's like I slapped this on here, but I didn't, right? But these things, they occur on the charts. You just have to look for them, okay? And sometimes they're super clear like this, and sometimes they're not so clear. And when they are super clear like this, you know that the market makers are involved in this pair and they're manipulating this pair right now. Okay, so when you see this, you have a very, very good bias, which is a sell at this point, right? And with a good certainty that it's probably a good trade to take short at this point. Okay, so what turned into what started out as a type 1 long actually turned out to be a type 3 short. Okay, which you can see here. Okay, so I mean, when you understand where you are in the cycle, okay, and you could draw your bias, then you can look at the lower time frames for your setups. Because otherwise you're just going to get caught trading all these M's and W's and you have no idea where you are in the cycle, and you're going to get caught in these trades, right? So this is how you figure out where you are in the cycle and where you should be taking these trades. Is this a W buy that you should be taking, even though all of our conditions were met for the buy trade for a type 1 long? Okay, the better trade, okay, the correct trade was to take this short. Okay, and there's other indicators that including the EMAs and where you are like in the levels and things like that, that tells you that this should be a short trade. Okay, in my next video I will be going a little bit more in depth on the levels, okay, and also on the EMAs, okay, and how to use those to determine your levels, and also how to help you trade and find the right direction. So hope that was helpful, guys. This is just a really quick video on this, on fake outs, and if hopefully you guys found that informative and helpful. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video, guys. If you haven't already, as I say in all my videos, please join the Telegram channel, because we have a lot more markups and videos and things like that that I post. I post those all in the Telegram channel. So if you want access to those, if you want these weekly videos, go ahead and join that. The description is in the link below. And please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you want more of these. And just give me some feedback. I always enjoy feedback from my viewers. Even if it's negative, I don't mind, right? And I take questions. If you guys have questions, you can ask me pretty much anything. All right, guys, so I hope that was helpful. I will see you guys on the next video.